see Captain Cold do well, but maybe it was just a white boy thing at the time, where Scarecrow may not be as good as we previously thought he was.
Yeah, it's good to see these things develop, man, because, some people can say it was White Boy, some people can say it was Scarecrow, people not knowing the matchup, whatever the case. White Boy played his heart out and deserved that CEO win. And Captain Cold, maybe a character that, people were sleeping on, but of course in the hands of somebody like Sonic Fox, that character is going to look absolutely disgusting. And, I look forward to seeing more characters, especially something like Swamp Thing. Can somebody break that character, please, so we can see him more?
Yeah, please. I wish that the kid would get more time to play on War of the Gods so we'd get to see some Swamp Thing action. I know I see him stream and just run through range with him. And I've had the privilege of playing casuals with him offline a few times, and it's pretty scary from Scarecrow, especially in the corner. I mean, from Swamp Thing. But different story now. Deoxys did go with Scarecrow and Semiij all over it early on. Again, you're not going to see a single projectile, but you're going to see a battle of huge normals.
Yeah,
4-2, back 4-2 from Scarecrow, back 3, 4-3, 2-2. I mean, all the normals that you can largely against the Catwoman's low whip and that jump 2 of her own.
Here comes a restand. Will he go with the low? Yes, he will. Semiij will block it. The jump in, not going with the jump 2 as we're used to, Semiij.
And of course, there's that forward one. There's that headbutt from half screen from Scarecrow as well. We'll see. He looks to find his way with it. With the beat him back 3. Okay. Not completely out of it, but look how much money that Semiij is sitting on. That man is sitting on 4 stacks. That means that Deoxys can't wager. That means that if Deoxys opens him up, he can do so much. Now back in. Whoa!
All unclashable, okay?
Okay, that was kind of disgusting.
All unclashable. Semiij burned all 4 bars. Left just a little sliver of health. Deoxys said, wait, I still got... Nope, I don't. You know what, though? Deoxys played very well. He was really patient. Didn't put himself in bad situations. Even despite how far of a health deficit he was in.
Fighters approaching contact.
And Supergirl, I like this. Sticking it out. It's a matchup that I haven't seen enough of to kind of get a feel of who might win it. But I just think it's such an interesting matchup that it's a battle of really lengthy normals. It seems like hard reads with medium back threes. And no projectile, dude, becomes a real footsie heavy matchup.
And the bag dash. That bag dash is so good. Semiij used it to perfection. And just building this meter, getting himself full screen, building a little bit of meter.
Yeah, that's been the difference is that Semiij has checked him, and that back dash has gotten him out of the range that even Scarecrow possesses. And he's trying to check him with like a forward 2 or a jump 2, and that back dash gets him out of jail for free. Oh! That was a sexy looking conversion.
Deoxys with the sexy stuff. Tried to put him in the corner. Semiij not having it. Using the interactable to get out. Deoxys just waiting for his moment. But Semiij back and forth, playing the footsies game, the range game, the whip trip. And just look at that spacing. Knew the wake up was coming, went with the whip trip to punish. And this really, even though it's, oh my god, and that converted, dropped the ender, but that's okay. We saw the big damage at the end of the first game, but this really hasn't been, heavy damage. Just really good catches and reads by Semiij. Look at that.
That looked like a reaction after the back dash to the whiff and meter him back 3 through it. That was a little neat.
Deoxys spins both of his meters. Wake up. Deoxys still in this. If he can just close out this first health bar. Oh, and Semiij was just waiting on it, just mistimed it. Deoxys had the punish on deck. And here we go.
Oh, no,
That was his only bar, though. Oh, and tried to go for something. Maybe tried to anti-air. Deoxys can't clash. That's going to do it. 2-0 Semiij. Possibly one game left. The points leader, Semiij, is going to break 1,000 this week. If Deoxys doesn't tone him down, send him down to losers.
2-0 right now.
Will we see the Supergirl pick? His Supergirl was super strong.
Yep.
Looks like he's thinking about it.
Yep. With you know what? When you're down 2-0,
Fighters approaching Fortress of Solitude.
it's really hard to argue that any pick is a bad pick when you're down 2-0. Because you never know if that slight change is going to affect the big picture. And guys that have been down 2-0 make a character swap. Even if something that may not be on paper seem like the best fit, it could mentally trigger something and get you back in the match.
Yeah, you never want to walk away from a set saying, what if? Hey, good block. Deoxys tries to go with the mix. Semiij with the defense. And the trait laser is emptied out.
Yeah, I think it's easier to tell yourself that's okay in a situation to pick a character, because later on you could say, you know, I wish I would have at least tried this character. Whereas if you had stuck it out with your main, you can tell yourself, or you know, if you make the switch and lose, you can tell yourself, well, if I stuck with my main, I was getting mopped anyway, you know?
Right,
so,
right.
So it's a lot easier to tell yourself after a situation like this, even if you make the switch and it doesn't work out, that it's okay. But as we're talking, the switch looking like it's working out pretty good right now for Deoxys.
Now Semiij's in the driver's seat. Catches the wake up. Deoxys meter burned it to sit up there and float for just a second. This pressure, the down one. Neutral jump. And the down two. Oh no, and Deoxys tried to go for a sweep there. 13 health points left. Block breaker. Tries to chip Semiij down.
Ooh.
Wow. What a read.
You are right. What a read, and what a chase down on that air dash. On that whip cat dash. That was incredibly sexy for Deoxys. But still, all this work.
Oh, and didn't commit and gets thrown. That would have emptied Semiij's health bar in the wake up.
Which part of you hurts the worst?
Luckily made a good read on that wake up. Semiij getting very aggressive, but you know, I talked about when you only have a couple of health on that first bar, you can get aggressive and there's no downside.
Here we go. Switch sides. Puts Semiij in the corner. Backs up. Very nice. Spins all the trait.
But you know what? 200 for an anti-air? That's not too bad.
Absolutely.
We almost got the conversion on the anti-air down one as well. That would have been so good, but those T-Rex limbs on that stand one. Couldn't go far enough.
Very good catch by Deoxys. No, he won't keep it unclashable.
Out, kid? As if.
He wants Semiij to come off at least 2 bars, and he does. Deoxys didn't vote any.
Oh,
no, and wrist it. Oh, no. Semiij can't be doing that on a player like Semiij. There's a reason that he has as many points as he does. Deoxys does still have a clash and more meter, so if he gets caught up, he can always clash, but you gotta hope Semiij won't leave it unclashable. Because at 277 hit points, that's certain death. Oh no! Okay, maybe not certain death, but it's mighty close.
Oh,
and the whip trip.
That is the worst way to die, having all of your resources available.
And I know